So this is a brief little tour around my studio today. Tonight is New Year's Eve. I'm not really doing much work today. This is one I'm working on. It's called Parade 18. It's the 18th in a series of 16-inch square paintings in oil on portrait linen that I'm doing. This is a closer view of the painting. It is based on a photo that was taken at the Museum of Modern Art several years ago. And it's from above looking down, from the stairway looking down. It's kind of a cropped version. This is actually Michaela here, and various people who are sitting or lying who have exhausted themselves walking around the museum. This one here is a cropped version of a collage that I've been working on recently. Now, you can see sort of the source of some of the shapes in this collage. If you then look at some of these plein air paintings, these rock shapes, these splashings of the water here, these have all been very helpful and useful as sources for the imagery in the collages. This one in particular, if you take a look at this area here, and then you look at some of my collages, you'll be able to see where the shapes in the collages, many of them, are coming from, and the colors. So, and this, by the way, you see that one down there? Well, that looks the way it does because it was one disastrous day where my easel blew over and the painting went into the water and it was a big mess. Here's a little bit of a closer view of this portion of the painting, which is in process. I've only spent one day working on it. Today was a kind of an interruptible period, and it's outstanding and unique in the history of art, these little sculptures, which we can talk about at another point. Here is a study that I did, 2007, wow, 7 years ago, of a spot on the island of Andros. There's a larger version which was just sold in Greece. This is another one of these collages. It's a more recent one, and I think you can see not only the influence of the plein air paintings in some of the shapes in here, but also of Chinese calligraphy, of maps of Andros, the island in Greece where I've spent so many years. And my dear friend Louis Skidmore, whose name you see here. This is one of the envelopes that he sends me on a regular basis, filled with interesting articles, mostly about art, but sometimes about watches, which is a passion of mine. You know, here's one of my messy desks, but if you're a working artist, your desk is messy. My little kitchen area, and my desktop computer area with the printer, which is currently in the process of printing out a document.